All right, let's dive into a pretty wild idea. What if our books could think with us? And no, I'm not just talking about e-readers or audiobooks. We're going to explore a future where knowledge isn't just something you look up, it's a living partner in discovery, completely changing how we see the universe.
So picture this. You walk into a library, and instead of you picking up a book picks up a conversation with you. It starts with this one simple question, and that question is the doorway into a journey about the very nature of thought itself.
Our guide on this journey is a woman named Zara. She's a philosopher of science, and she's not just looking for simple facts. No, she's obsessed with a much bigger question. How do our greatest ideas actually evolve? Her search for an answer starts right here, in this quiet, unassuming library.
Okay, Section 1. A question for a book. This is where it all kicks off.
Now, at the very heart of this story is something called the dynamic book. It's not made of paper or pixels. It's described as an object that literally inhales a reader's curiosity and then exhales a brand new understanding. It's a tool that doesn't just hold information, it actively creates it with you.
So, what does a philosopher of science ask a book like this? Well, she goes big. She asks a question that spans all of human history. How do our deepest philosophies and our biggest scientific breakthroughs actually feed each other? This question, this is the key that unlocks everything.
And that brings us to Section 2, the evolution of discovery. The book is about to take us on a ride. So the book reveals that the way we think, the way we know things, has gone through 3 huge transformations. First, there is the age of the solitary mind. Then, the age of collaborative minds. And that brings us to where we are right now, the age of dynamic text. The book throws Zara back in time, to the age of the solitary mind. Think of people like Descartes or Newton. Discovery was a lonely business. The book has this amazing phrase for it. Curiosity was a private strain, like an idea that existed almost entirely inside one person's head.
And here you can see the first great leap. We go from the solitary mind, where curiosity is a private thing, to the collaborative mind, where it suddenly becomes a shared adventure.
Right, so Zara sees the labs of people like Einstein and Marie Curie. Suddenly, curiosity goes from being a private strain to a shared strain. This is the age of collaborative minds. And the book introduces this really cool concept, integration velocity. It's basically the speed at which ideas can combine and create something new. And when you have a team, that speed just goes through the roof.
And then the book brings her to right now, to our age, the age of dynamic text. And here, knowledge is described as an evolving organism. Just think about it for a second. A Wikipedia page that updates in real time, scientific papers that are instantly linked across the globe. Information isn't just sitting there anymore. It's alive.
The book says this: living knowledge has 4 key properties. Strain is the core idea. Motion is how it changes and evolves. Connectivity is how it links to everything else. And continuum is the fact that it persists through time. Now, here's the kicker for Zara. These are the exact same principles of something she studies called the brain kinematics model, a model for how thoughts connect and move inside our own skulls. Our external information systems are literally starting to copy the structure of our own brains.
All right, on to Section 3, Dawn of the Global Mind. This is where things get really wild.
So, we've had the lone genius, the collaborative team, and living dynamic text. What on earth could possibly be next? The book just pauses here, letting that question really sink in.
And there's the answer, the 4th transformation. We're not just talking about connected data anymore. We're talking about a connected, planet-wide intelligence, a global mind.
And this isn't some abstract sci-fi idea. The book shows her what this actually looks like. It's scientists in Tokyo working in real time with philosophers in Tehran. It's engineers in Nairobi instantly refining a design from an AI in Toronto. It's a planetary neural network where ideas flow between disciplines as easily as thoughts inside a single brain.
The book sums up this incredible vision perfectly. It's a single mind, but it's not in one place. It's distributed all over the planet, constantly adapting, constantly improving itself in this rhythmic flow of information.
Okay, final section. We're coming back to the library, but with a whole new perspective. It's about how books become our partners.
So Zara asks a question that's probably on your mind too. In a world with a global mind and this living flow of information, what happens to the good old-fashioned book? Is it obsolete?
And the book's answer is just
profound. It says, no, books won't disappear. They will transform. Their job won't be to contain knowledge anymore. Their new job will be to create knowledge right alongside us.
So, how? Well, the new book, the dynamic book, will basically mirror the functions of the human mind. It'll be dynamic, adaptive, always open to new info, constantly integrating and reorganizing itself to find new patterns, just like our brains do when we have a new thought.
This slide just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? We are moving from a world where books were basically the memories of humanity, static records of the past, to a future where books become evolving minds actively thinking with us.
And the book leaves Zara with one last beautiful metaphor. In this new age, curiosity is the new gravity. It's the fundamental force that pulls all these minds and ideas together to build a shared understanding of reality.
And that's where the story leaves us, with one final huge question to chew on. If books become our thinking partners, what do we become? How does our own sense of self change when we're all nodes in a global thinking network? It's an incredible idea to ponder.